especially with the lights. Need to plug you in. Coming up to Christmas. So hang on, it's a bit dark in here. I had planned on going live, but I just had an experience that I thought would you'd be able to see me a little bit better. Not brilliant, but a little bit better. With a friend of mine who I dropped my boundaries, and it's been, and sometimes if you've got a client that maybe you're a little bit too invested into and the boundaries are not quite there or set in place, and you allow their energy to come onto you. It's in Qigong, we call this like dealing with other people's chi. Sometimes we take on other people's stress, other people's energy. It can be that you've had a conversation with someone at work, and it might be that that person's had having really stressful time. I had a client with the card reading. She was saying that she takes on board all of that, and because she's a kind person. So we're going to start by pulling down the vellum. So just, if you can swing your arms up, that's great. Make sure you're in nice witchy pose. Bring the hands up. We hold the fist. We're going to pull down the venom, is the expression from Donna Eden. But we're releasing, we're letting go. We're that trapped emotion that we've brought into our own nervous system, we're letting it go. And it's great to do around this time of the full moon, and this month in particularly, also with it being Christmas. Sometimes you might find family, people that you maybe not on the same wavelength, but you're in the same room because you have to be because of a job or because you're family, or long-term friends, whatever it is. You allow, you're in an energy that you wouldn't normally be or choose to be, or it could be that there's just things that have come up. The triggering things, people's emotions right now are right on the surface, because we're learning, practicing to discern, to be more telepathic, basically, open, vulnerable. But what that comes with that is this triggering, sometimes tension, and the healers take that on. So bring the arms up, swing them down. Feet come off the ground and come down. Off the ground and come down. What's that? It's just popped up with, don't know what that was about. Anyway, up and flow down. So your fists, tension, holding on to things of other people's or your own, and releasing and letting go. And releasing and letting go. And you can do it without the swing, without the lifts of the feet. If you just want to do the arms, you can do all the whole body. It's also great for getting the energy going in the afternoon. Breathing in and release. This time, take the hands now to the side. Tie the la mana. Can't read that. I don't know if it's not in English, but I am dyslexic, so please forgive me if I'm misreading. Take the hands down to the side. Just feel into mountain pose. Breathe in. And with the heart sound. Fully breathing in, and then feel the lungs to their full capacity, and then allow all of that sound to come out until it's completely gone. One more time with me. Breathe in. Expand the lungs, expand the chest. Feel proper breathing. You should feel it in the back as well, at the lower back. And then as you breathe out, it comes out. You depress the lungs, clear, the stomach clears. A bit like spinal cord breathing, we bend and squeeze it all out, but we're doing this standing. Now we're going to take the hands and we're going to float round and just twist through. As we twist, any stagnant energy that gets stuck around the middle part, we release that, but we're also releasing, we're massaging all the internal organs. So a little twist, looking behind you if you can. Nice gentle breathing. And then take that into cleansing breath in the middle. And then twisting round, coming up. Cleansing breath down, twisting round, cleansing breath. Inhale, exhale, twist round, coming back, nice bent knees, hands come up, hands come down, hands come up, down the central column, coming round, and coming back to center. And then we're going to just make a little circle. Sorry, my jumper keeps pulling up. Take our hands round now, and we're going to go from side to side, breathing in. So we're breathing essentially and forcing ourselves to breathe and push the air around in the lungs in different parts. So we open up the chest and lungs as well. Breath brings us back into the body. And at the top, hold at the top. Drop the hands into tree pose, bent knees as if you're hugging a tree. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then we're going to go the opposite direction to whatever you just did. And sway from side to side. Whenever we have resistance, moving from side to side, rocking gently is really good for releasing that trauma and that tension. It gets stuck. And then obviously we got our shaking the tree. Bring the hands up and cross like a little butterfly. We're going to take them to the chest and gently tap either side, patting right and left. Brown hands, I can see. Sorry, I have to get really close to read. It needs to be with difference. What's this? The message is held. So that must have been a lewd comment. It's held it back. So which state? Oh. In the UK, United Kingdom. So they're asking where we are. We're here in the UK. So just breathing, just gently tapping either side helps release. So rather than talking in the chat, listening to what I'm saying, how this can help you, releasing and letting go. This is about our own energy, getting back into our own energy and releasing. And then bring the hands just out in front. We're going to gently tap on the wrists. And this side, we're going to build some Wei Chi, some protective Chi. And in visualizing that around your body, you can take the hands coming from the shoulder, coming down and lingering on the inner elbow, coming up and round and up the side, crossing over, tapping on the lungs as we go, down the inside and lingering at the inner elbow, coming round and up and around, and then tapping gently like we were doing with the little butterfly, patting ourselves on the back, coming down and tapping here, just on the bra line would be on a woman. As we tap here, this is great again for releasing any resistance. But when we're tapping the body, bringing the Wei Chi, the blood to the surface. As we tap down the side and follow down the side of the legs, up the inside, and then down the back. We're not just slapping ourselves, we linger around the back of the knees. This brings the Wei Chi to the surface, and then we come up and then just gently knocking like you're banging a drum. And as we've got this powerful full moon in Gemini, I've called it in this month's energy report, I referred to it as Jekyll and Hyde with the Gemini twins. This is almost, you're seeing people's Jekyll and Hyde at the moment, and that will magnify. So you'll see people's triggers coming up, their energy, and you might be, if you're someone that lets that energy come onto you, to release it. So that's what this session's about. I thought it'd be good to have one before Christmas, before Thanksgiving, if depending on what country you are in. I think they have it in different ones, don't they? And then just knocking on the back, up to the adrenals, like a coffee shop, afternoon coffee shop. This is for the kidneys, for the natural way of doing it without any stimulants. And then shaking. And what we call shaking the tree helps reset the sympathetic nervous system. So you see animals do this when they are caught in the deer, like a deer in the headlights. Their body really shakes, and that helps reset the nervous system. So start by just shaking out. Oh my God, my bracelets. Hold on, it's shaking out with the wrists, and then bouncing. So the heel comes off, and you bounce through the body. So you literally shake and bounce. And you can do that with a twist to get that internal massage of the organs happening at the same time. And that release again, as I said, we get emotions get trapped in our cellular memory from trauma. And you do this for 3 minutes. I'm not going to do it with you for 3 minutes now, but if you ever need to, this is the way that you can go off to calm down. Really helps to just put you back in to the body and in turn back in alignment. So from here, just feel the hands by the side, step in so you're in a nice hip width, natural hip width apart, slightly bent knees, feet are flat on the floor, posture, your shoulders are back and down, and the hands just by the side, and just feel into the body. You might have seen this title and been drawn to this video because you're dealing with some stresses of other people at work or energy, a client maybe, you've taken on too much. Whatever it is, the reason that you were drawn to let go of others' energy, it's putting the boundaries back in and feeling into your own. So I want you to do that right now. Visualize the light flowing down through the top of the head to the bugwire point, flowing down, or if you don't visualize well, just feel. You can do this with a finger down front, just feeling the energy flowing down like you've got a spotlight flowing through your body, that beautiful cosmic light that we have for the whole of this silver energy. We've got 30 years of a new consciousness coming in, and 30 years past is just ending. The indigo, we're moving into the silver, and this is high speed, light speed, telepathy, channeling, all the things I love and I do on this channel, just allowing us to expand and open. But we need our emotional field, and our light body needs to be in the right place for us to do that. So feeling into our own skin, we can still see, observe other people's energy, we can feel, but we can also be slightly detached. It's not in a negative way, but a letting go. And with this powerful Gemini full moon, I want you to add an intention in, like we do in Qigong. We use the intention of what we're doing with the body, the mind, and the spirit. Allow yourself to think you're grounding in, anchoring in. We're in mountain pose, like the beautiful mountain, earthed, grounded, magnificent, but high in the sky, connected to the highest aspect of you, feeling that connection of heaven and earth. And breathing, bring your awareness to your breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. And I just want you to stay in this space while I channel. I'm going to allow my higher self to channel through me with light language, or love language as I like to call it. Allow it to wash over you for the light codes and the sound that, as I'm translating it through frequency into sound, to just kind of wash over you like a shower of Reiki, and connecting to your own. This is not just me doing this for you. This is you connected and standing in your power. And if it helps, if you move from the mountain pose into what Wonder Woman pose, this is great for confidence. If you feel like you want to be more like this is fine too. Whatever feels right for you. There's no wrong way to do it. It's learning to discern what your body, your emotional field, and your mental field are asking of you, and working with them in congruence to manifest the life that we all know is possible. So breathing in, breathing out, and you staying there, calling in Black Cat Guardian Order and my higher self to express the light codes that which is needed for this full moon, magnifying through me light and love in pure transmission, harmony through my vocal cords. I kturok na yektaetu, I kturok ni ashkdia lurkta, eshkniatetik orkta tekdishkna, niraktatikiraktoroshknaiaturol. Feel your own protection. Feel that you are magnifying that protection in your own standing free and sovereignty. You feel your makraba, your wings. Allow the magnification of energy around you to be that of the heart field, for that of love, for that of pure understanding and compassion for yourself, for your soul, for your being. You are free from anything that holds you down, that weights you, that may anchor you to that which is not serving you. Instead, you are anchoring in the light codes of your highest self, your highest timeline. As I stand, as I witness, as I stand, as I witness, as you stand, as you witness this feeling within you, as you connect to that part of you that is in its perfect fullness and wholeness. Through the web of time, and that which we call space. Feel safe. Know in your body, in your mind, in your heart, that you are connected to the highest aspect of you. Of me. I am just a mirror of the highest aspect of myself. That which I call the Black Cat Guardian Order, of the Guardian Order of this planet. An expression of a frequency that I align with. That does not mean that you need to align with this. Align what is in your highest good, what is speaking to you through your own guides, whatever you call them, guides, spirit, source, universe, God, goddess. I see them. For me, they speak to in that of Sophia, and the golden dragon. For I feel aligned to that which is the Kundalini of this planet. And I feel the Kundalini of this planet as it shifts, and as my own Kundalini rises, to be the perfect expression of my sovereignty. Ayuto kianashta, to remind you that you too are that. You are this beautiful, loving being. And others' energy may come, but it's transmuted when you stand in your power. No, feel the fields around you, the frequency, the vibration. I invite you to express your own sound, your own heart, through movement, through dance, through art, whatever it is that your being is calling you to do. This is a beautiful energy I feel flowing through. This is the frequency color of like a beautiful blue aqua, linked to Lemuria and Atlantis, and the sea and our oceans. And I feel the water seasons of the element that I obviously align with for winter. And I feel the flow flowing through me of this high, beautiful liquid light and plasma. As the communication flows, I allow myself to open to the highest aspects of all of my soul. And receive with love. I share with love. I am love. Love made manifest in one being meaning humanity. We are all one. Breathe. Breathe, allow, obviously, let go of your ego of what does this mean, who is that, is this star being, is it this? Just allow the frequency, the energy, the light codes to just roll over you and feel in your body what it means to you, because for each and every one of you it'll be different. Whether you call it angel, whether you call it star being, that is irrelevant because they are one in the same in my mind anyway. But feel the grounding presence of the power of this moment, and that nothing can drain your energy because you are energy in its most infinite. So you are free from those that would weigh you down, that you would feel that you are disconnected from. And letting go of what your views of what they should be, could be, would be, or what is. Moving beyond that, on time of space, and seeing them in their highest form. So in your presence, they are only in their highest form. Wow. And then the telly that was playing with the sound off behind me just went on a white screen then, and I felt like light, literally. It was the TV, but it was almost in perfect synchrony of the fact that they are light, we are light, so we fear not the shadow. And we walk within this shadow, knowing that we too have shadow, but we need not fear it. For it's here to shift us, to grow us, to make us the highest. And as I'm always saying, as the sundial, when the sun is at the top, the shadow is at its weakest. We are getting to that point, but we see the shadow in its divinity, our own shadow, others' shadows showing up for us. So the mirrors of what is happening around us, that silver energy will mirror what needs to shift and what we need to see and evolve in our own being, in our own emotional intelligence, in our own timing. And we are more than capable of doing that. That's the message. Love, blessings. It kind of can feel like flowing through me like codes, like that. It's literally like dancing around me, and the way I see it is literally like patterns, like some kind of disco, and colours. A rainbow is blanketing the earth and all of us. It's there if we want to connect to it. And literally every day so far I've seen a rainbow. So that's obviously been a subconscious reminder of that we are, that our chakra colours are evolving into the crystalline being as we move into becoming homoluminescence. The telepathy, the understanding of emotions and how we interact as we move through in the next 30-year cycle. So what have I got to say, or what can they share with me about this moon? It's the two sides of the coin, is us, those that Jekyll and Hyde, our own darkness, our own shadow, to be in the balance of that. That's what the twins, it is the both. We are both, and we need to love both for the balance. It's the left and right, the brain hemispheres, the masculine, the feminine. Not all masculine, not all feminine, but the divine aspects of that. As we step into the divine masculine, we see rising now that the toxic masculine is falling, and the feminine has been present but been almost went into a toxic before. It's also in its divine presence. When they are both together in alignment, they are powerful, just like the right and brain hemispheres. As the bridge of the hippocampus evolves and we allow this flow to come in, these new higher states of consciousness will spark different understandings within our being, so that we can communicate and feel others' energies in a different way. But that's going to take some learning. Be patient with yourself and know in your heart, have compassion firstly for yourself and for others as they grow, as they go through their own growth. But know that you are not alone, that your guide, your guidance, your inner being, whatever you want to call it, is there for you. It's present. It's with you always. I am, as it's Thankful Thursday, in total appreciation of this gift that flows through me. I am thankful for all of the support, divine being support, as well as physical being support and your support. So thank you for your time. I hope this serves you. Thank you. For those that are with me, and for my members, I will see you for our class on Monday. I look forward to sharing more. And if you want to obviously join me for our classes, they're on my Patreon page, and on there it allows me to do more free stuff for you guys on here. Thanks for your time. Have a beautiful day. I'm Treza Jande, Tree Heart Art Design Authentic. Love Authentic Me on Facebook and YouTube, and Treza Jande on Instagram. Thank you. I mean, just read the messages because I don't get to see them when I ground myself a little bit more. Can you fly? I feel like I fly when I connect. It's such love. It's overwhelming when it's flowing through me. Stopped using words. None of it's words. It's all frequency. What you call toxic masculine. For the last 5,000 years, we've been in the toxic masculine. So it's like the down of women, seeing women in this sort of like as not in balance. So there's lots. The rise of the divine masculine is men understanding the way energy flows, that we all have whether you're male or female. And this is why you see this thing of people doing sex changes and stuff, because there's a kind of imbalance, if you like, at the moment, of where the masculine and the feminine have been out of balance for so long. As they come back into their divinity, we work with using the energy imbalance. So it's like, for example, sex is a perfect example where it's used and not understood. You need to cultivate your own energy before you come together with somebody else's energy. And it is a sacred act. It's a magical act. It can be really magical when you have a loving partner and that energy flows. It's not just one person giving energy. Lots of people use or take energy from people. And you see this not just in couples, but like I said, when you with someone and you're giving and there's no boundaries, but it's beyond boundaries when it's done in a sacred fashion. But yes, with where it's more for the money or for, it's not done in its heart's purpose. It's not done in service, but that doesn't mean that in service means you don't get paid. It's about understanding there is an energy exchange in everything. But when you do it, it's done with the intention of for the highest good, not to get money or for the purpose of one person. It's done for the good of all of humanity, like that, because it's in that person's purpose. And generally you know what that is because it's the things you're good at, the things you love and you love to do, like paint or draw or exercise, whatever it is. It's generally the things that you're drawn to, you loved as a child, are those things that you, or your natural in gifts, tend to be the things that you're good at, or the things that you are here to learn. So for example, it might be that you're broke all the time and your purpose was to learn about money and learn to appreciate that money is an exchange. It's as beautiful as a rose when it's the things and the systems that are broken, and they've been and come from the toxic masculine side of things rather than the divine side of things. And taking, and when I say sacred, I mean taking religion, because that too is a structure, out of it, because a lot of those structures were warped by a toxic masculine view. So anyway, I must go because I need to run for the school run, and I hope that helps. I just wanted to make sure there was something on here and for the full moon, and for you guys to help if you are struggling with the energy of this month. If you are, I have a report that I create with all the little like cheat sheets for my Patreon members that you can buy, or you can become a member. It's for the price of a coffee shop trip. And each month there's the Qigong that's going to help. There's the crystals that will help you, that I write everything in there that I can, and what it means, and the themes that are flowing through that are going to come up for this month for our energy weather. And I pop that on my members area. So you're welcome to go check that out. Right, what? Cool. I think that's everything. I'm just trying to use the messages because it disappears once it's no longer like live. I don't drink alcohol. My body doesn't tolerate any toxic, like chemical stuff. I am vegan. Someone was saying about drinking alcohol. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but the more I channel, the more I feel that's not in alignment and frequency for my body. As to is the energy of the meat industry. Anyway. Possessed. No, I'm very much, I don't actually trans channel. So someone was saying, oh, she's possessed. When I channel, I'm very much present. You can see I go in and out of it. It's a perfect organic thing. I'm not a trans channeler. Trans channelers, their spirit disappears and that spirit goes in, and that's when they channel what's just there. I'm present the whole time. It flows through me. I'm aware of it. It's a very kind of balanced thing. But I'm not close my eyes and disappear like a trans channeler does. It's a very different. Light language is about us learning and the prelude to telepathy, because it's getting past language. As we evolve out of language and we are more in the light, higher states and multidimensional aspects of who we are becoming, we will first on the emotional field. So you start to pick up people's emotions, when you walk into the room and you can feel it, cut it like a knife. There's a science for that and everything. You can look into that. Heart math is really good for that. But we're evolving. The same will happen with our thought forms. We're more aware that our thoughts they're not us. We pick them up, we translate them. So they could be the negative ones that are around us or the positive ones. And then that comes, and it comes through the heart. So it's the heart that guides that. And the more that the science comes up, and that'll show you that side of it, less spiritual if for the people that have more scientific minded. But as we move out, that's why light language is helping guide us for that, because practice for that, because it moves you beyond language, because it's getting you out of your head and into your heart. And it is the language of the heart, which is why I call it, instead of light language, I like to call it love language. Anyway, thank you for your time. Love and blessings. Have a beautiful day.